Hey, Michelle here. So after like an hour and a half, I've decided to just roll with it. And I want to film outside, so I'm outside, and so is everyone else. Of course, everyone's at home right now. But we have somebody mowing and sawing off down here. We have some dogs barking and kids playing. It's just real life. So we're just gonna go with it. Alright, so today I wanted to show you 4 things that I made, and I use that term loosely because I didn't completely finish the jacket and the top isn't technically wearable, but we'll get to that. Alright, excuse me, let me grab my patterns here. Oh, and I just dumped it out. So put this back in here real quick. Alright, so this I had on earlier, and I was going to show you what it looks like on, but now it's just too daggum hot, so you're just going to have to use your imagination. But this is the Sew House 7 toaster kind of thing, you know, simplicity, 85.29, and I did it in this quilted pink sparkly top. I made this back in February to wear to a Valentine's trip that I took to the Biltmore. My husband and I went to the Biltmore for Valentine's Day. So I made this to wear, and I wore it, and it was so cold that I never took off my coat. So all of the pictures, I have this on, but then I have my coat on over it. So, but it fits pretty well, you know, it's not terrible. It's not a real drapey fabric, so it's a little stiff, but it's definitely wearable. Pretty cute. I did, you can see it's like crooked, but you know, whatever. The split comes up pretty high. I do wear like a black tank top underneath it, so it's pretty cute. And I push the sleeves up. So there's that. And I really want to make another one in a different kind of fabric, something a little drapier, even though it's not really seasonable to do that right now, because I just really like that pattern. I was very impressed. Very easy. All right, next. So I tried to participate in the Great Module Sew-Along that was hosted over on Instagram that ended March 24th or something, but I only managed to make 3 of the 6, and only the skirt is wearable. So instead of, I shifted my focus to, sorry, there is a lot going on. Alright, I shifted my focus to sewing slowly, and I took my time and didn't focus on just finishing these 6 pieces and being done and whatever. I focused on fit and style and kind of sewing for my life right now, which is I work full-time in an office normally, but it's super casual, so I can wear jeans every day, I can wear whatever I want every day, so I don't necessarily need the same things that I needed to wear to a previous office setting job. Anyway, so yeah, I took the Great Module Sew-Along challenge and focused on sewing for me and my body, fitting my style. So this is what I came up with. Like I said, only the skirt is wearable and done completely. The jacket I might actually finish. I'll need to adjust it, and I'll show you that. So we'll start with the jacket and then work our way down. Alright, so the jacket I used, Simplicity, $16.99. And I use like a linen blend for the outside. I want to move you closer so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Very professional footage here today. All right. So here it is. And it was really easy to sew. And I used just some lining fabric that I had. I'll take her off of the form here so you can really see. I mean, pretty straightforward. There was really no issues. Sorry, I'm kind of at the frame. But here's kind of a close-up. And I'm sure you can see what the problem is. Hey, maybe I can put it on. Ah! Oh my gosh. So, you can see what the problem is. Well, problems. Okay, first, it's boring. I mean, I was trying to make a staple, but this turned out to be a little too basic for me. So, that's one. Two, I think, especially since I was going to be wearing it with the skirt, it needs to be cropped. I like crop jackets anyway, so this is where the top of my pants are, top of my jeans. So I think it needs to be cropped and be shorter. And then, of course, the biggest issue is the sleeves. I obviously need to start doing not only a full bust adjustment on everything, but a narrow shoulder adjustment to fix the sleeves. So, sleeves are all gimpy. So, it's not a really hard fix at all. So, I might end up doing that at some point. I do like the rest of it. I mean, insides aren't super great, but I could easily finish this off once I just kind of basted the sleeves in so I could see how they fit. So that's why that's all raw and crazy. But the lining, I didn't have enough of the lining to go all the way around, and so I just did this, and it actually turned out really well. I really like the look of it. So it was a nice little tidbit. I learned that. And so there's the jacket. All right. Next is the top. Now, I used my very first vintage sewing pattern, and it is the Quick Sew 1422 from 1985. So I did VC, so it's supposed to be like a little cropped thing, and it says you can use cotton, chambray, challis, linen, silk, that kind of stuff. So I came up with this, and it actually looks better on the dress form than it does on me, because my dress form is not a D cup. So but I wish it looked this good on me. It's a lot more cropped on me because my boobs are bigger, but I love the pattern, and someone used it before and copied it on, so I just used their thing that they did. I've never seen this. It's like I don't know, like an interfacing, but with polka dots all over it. And they've used this. Does anybody know what this is? I mean, it's got the polka dots, and it's sturdy. It's like interfacing. So if anybody knows what this is, let me know, because I kind of love it. So I used that, and I don't know, I didn't do a full bust adjustment. I just kind of cut it out, and I was like, oh, this is cheap cotton fabric. I don't care if it doesn't turn out. I just want to sew stuff. I'm just looking to sew. And if I would have done a full bust adjustment, see, this doesn't, like, I made that dark because it was like super crazy. You see there's a dart? So, you know, it is what it is. But I learned, and that was the point. Alright, on to the skirt. So the skirt is actually done and wearable, and I'm kind of proud of it, actually. So, let's untwirl her here. And my neighbors are looking at me like, what the is she doing? But that's okay. So, let's see if I can put this sucker on. Alright, so this is McCall's. Let me take this out so you can see it a little bit better. McCall's 7129. It's a reversible wrap skirt, and it was really fun to do. I chose to make my own bias binding, and I have a lot of this extra. I just took it's just cotton, and I took the whole like yard and a half and made all bias binding out of it. I just love it. So I just think it turned out so good, so cute, and I've never done that before, so that was very impressive. And I used for the skirt, I used a teal linen, I guess it's a linen blend, and then a navy linen blend for the other side. And I did like the contrast. So the one thing I didn't love about, move Madam back a little bit. One thing I didn't love about the pattern is that it has pockets, which is exciting, but there's only pockets on one side. The other side doesn't have pockets. And I probably could have figured out a way to do that, but by the time I figured it out, that it was just on one side, I was like, oh, well, I was kind of too far gone. So, but here she is. She is heavy, and I did have to, she is heavy and too big. So, but because she's a wrap skirt, all I did was put in a buttonhole right here so that it's super adjustable. So when I put it on, I put the one strap or tie through the buttonhole, and I can always make more buttonholes, and I just kind of adjust it to fit right, and then I wrap it around and I tie it. So I've been tying it kind of where this laps over, but I really like it. Now, with that being said, I wish you could see the bottom of it. Let's see if I can scoot back and you can see the bottom. So, wow. Alright. So, nice little curl factor. You know, it's reversible. And again, I just love the bias binding. With all the things that I love about it, I don't, oh, here's the pockets. I almost forgot the best part. Pockets. With all the things I love about it, what I don't like is it's just heavy and too big for me, so it's really full. It's a really full skirt, right? So, I know it's hard to tell that with jeans on underneath, but you know, you can kind of see how the navy side looks. It's just super full, and because my lifestyle is kind of casual nowadays, even for work, I just don't, you know, feel, I don't know. I'm gonna have to work up to wearing it to work. Let me move you back now. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna have to work up to wearing it in public, wearing it to work. I don't know why. It's adorable. I'm very proud of it. But I don't know. Maybe if I make some tops that I can actually wear with it and I kind of build up to it, because I just feel like I wouldn't wear this t-shirt to work, but I'm wearing jeans. I would wear these jeans to work and just a slightly nicer top. So maybe I can work my way up to it so I won't feel so strange. And it's so funny because the job I had before this one, I would have worn this like no problem, because that's the kind of stuff I wore all the time. I don't know. Does anybody else, when they first started sewing garments, felt like you had to work your way up to wearing them out in public? I just feel I'm just not confident in it yet. So, but of course, right now I'm full-time working from home like most everyone else. I am in Tennessee, so we did jump on the whole stay at home and work from home thing later than everyone else. But so this week was my first full week of working from home full time. My husband is still working. They have mentioned layoffs at his job, so we have kind of planned for that, and so that's kind of how this whole pandemic has shifted our focus. It's we're not super social people anyway, so, and we live really far away from pretty much everything. So it hasn't changed that way for us, but the grocery store has definitely changed, and I don't like it. But could be worse, and we could be struggling, and we're not. And even if he gets laid off, we won't struggle as much as other people are. So just hang in there, everybody, and we're gonna get through this. I'm sure of it. So tell me what y'all think about the skirt and the jacket and the top and anything else you want to tell me about. So I don't know, I've spent this week, I've been just so productive. I've been able to, what's really nice about working at home is I can really focus and get my work done, and then I can, because I have a dedicated office room, so I can get all my work done and then leave that room, be done for the day, and go and do stuff around the house and go in the craft room and sew, and it's just been really, really nice and productive for me. So I will say that's one good thing about this whole situation. So I've been very productive, and I'm gonna keep on being productive, and just keep on watching. Hopefully I'll get back in the craft room filming maybe, and get back into all of that. So, but that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you think down below, and stay safe.